Hello, it has been a long time, it has been a while, it's been a minute, it's been a while, but we are back with another look. So today is Friday and I'm actually getting ready to go to the Phoenix Open, so I thought why not film a look. Maybe I'll do a little bit of Valentine's look. I think I'm gonna do a red liner. I am not sure, so we'll just figure it out. But I mean, you could honestly just wear this anywhere regardless. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to wear it on a Valentine's Day look. But yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first I'm gonna put my hair back. And maybe I'll do an outfit reveal, maybe I won't. I really don't know. It just depends on how I feel. So yeah, we'll find out. And I'm over here drinking my Alani because I need energy because I'm a total zombie right now. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our eyes. I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick. Probably just fast forward this or skip this, but you guys already know I always use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Unless I'm doing a brow lift, then I'll use the E.L.F, which is amazing. So I'm gonna quickly do this, and I actually recently just started doing this new trick, which has helped me so much with just making my brows look really clean and it just pops out. So yeah, look out for that in a second. Okay, so I just quickly did my eyebrows and I did the Essence Clear Brow Gel, and I've been keeping it really simple lately, honestly. I just love when my eyebrows are done, and when I say done, that means they're waxed, they're clean, no extra hairs, you know? So it just makes the process so much more quicker, at least for me personally. So this next step that I'm gonna talk about, or that I'm gonna do is, and I'm sure like you guys, maybe you have seen it, or maybe you do it, you know, I really don't know. But this is something that I just started recently doing, and I just feel like it makes a huge difference. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a lighter concealer and take just a tiny bit on the back of my flat brush, and I'm just gonna run it under the brow. And now we're gonna be basically just blending that in. I feel like this is a older method that maybe that we used to do a lot. I don't really remember back in the days, but I just started doing this, and obviously, you know, it looks a little wild, but that's okay. But once we have everything done, I think it's just gonna look super seamless, and your brows just stand out so much. It's just like a little simple technique, and it can really elevate your makeup look. All right, so now we're gonna actually move on to the eyes. I'm gonna use the E.L.F All Day Stay eyeshadow primer. I'm honestly just gonna keep it really simple because first of all, I'm in a rush. I don't have that much time. But what I do want to do is like have my makeup look super cute because my outfit is gonna be super basic and simple and comfortable. That's why we're going for it. It's gonna be a lot of walking, and I want to be comfy, you know. So for today's look, I want to use this Lit palette from Colourpop. It looks like this. It's so pretty. I'm loving all the red shades. I think that's why I picked out, because I was like, oh, maybe we can do something Valentine's related. I don't know. But what I'm going to go ahead and get started is with the shade whatever, and just use that as my transition shade, first of all. Just going to basically just go all over my eyelid. Next, I'm going to take the shade Period. It's like a little burgundy brown, dirt brown type of color, and take that on a smaller tapered brush and kind of just work that on the crease area, and then we'll do a little bit of blending. Oh, that picks up so beautifully, and it just shows up really gorgeous on the eyes. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back into my fluffier brush that I used for the transition shade and basically just blend it all in. I'm going to take just a little bit more on this side of the eye. Alright, so now I think I'm gonna take the shade Mercy. It's like little rose gold. And I'm gonna apply that on the lid. Oh my god, that's so gorgeous. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. All right, so now what I'm gonna take that little small taper brush and pick up that red dirt brown color and basically kind of just work and blend in those two shades so it doesn't look too crazy. And if you struggle to blend in, the other trick that I also kind of started doing that helps me is like I'll just take that flat brush where I picked up that the inner corner color, and all I'll do is kind of just like go like this on a 90-degree angle and basically just blend in the two lines where the glitter or a sparkly eyeshadow meets the matte shade. All right, so I think I'm just gonna keep it as is, and then I'm gonna do a quick coat of mascara, and then we'll move on to the face, and I'll be right back. All right, so I just did a quick coat of the Lancome mascara. Did not curl my lashes because I was too lazy to actually get up and go get the lash curler. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to the face. Okay, so my skin has been so dry. I mean, what else is new? It's literally dry all the time, especially during the winters, and I'm also like kind of breaking out. I don't know if you can see this, but I picked it up this morning. I know you're not supposed to pick on it, but I did it anyways. So to have a hydrating primer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Prime by FaceStudio. I've used this in the past and actually super hydrating. I'd say it's supposed to hydrate and smooth. Okay, awesome. I feel so much hydrated now. My skin feels great. Okay, so for foundation, I am going to be using the E.L.F Halo Glow liquid filter. I want to keep something super lightweight and not be too heavy on the coverage. You know the drill with that. Okay, so let's conceal. The other thing, a little bit different that I've been doing is, I mean, obviously like we want a under eye look that's kind of closer to the skin tone. I know we used to do so much highlighting in the past few years, but I've been actually really been enjoying that a little bit more now, but I do it on a very subtle basis, if that's a term. I do it very subtly. I think that's the right way to say it. But I'll first go ahead and go with my Tarte Shape Tape in the Ultra Creamy Concealer, and then I go with my Maybelline Eraser Instant Rewind, and then I'll basically do this. And if I need more, then I can go ahead and put a bit more. I'm just gonna take my sponge and blend. Okay, so do you see this? It's such a light highlighter that you can't even tell that much that I use a lighter concealer, but I do like to go a little bit back and add just a little bit more on the outer corner, and I'm gonna build up a little bit on my blemish area over here because it needs a little bit covering, honestly. So now you can see just a little bit more than what we saw on here, and it's so subtle and very clean. It's not overpowering your face either. All right, so now let's move on to some contouring and blush. It's a Makeup by Mario Soft Skin Enhancer, or I'm sorry, Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. You guys are probably tired of hearing me say this, like I say this so much, but this is such a must in your collection. If you're someone who doesn't actually like enjoying contouring too much, or they don't want too much of a hard work where, you know, you have to use either a stick or like an actual liquid contour, this is for you, because I like something that's super easy, and I love this container. I think that just makes it so much more easier and very appealing for me or someone who doesn't, you know, want to put too much work into contouring. I'm gonna take a little bit on my jawline. Alright, and then I'm gonna take my E.L.F Putty Blush, already know. And we're gonna work that on the high portions of our cheek. Yeah, just a little bit goes a long ways. I don't know if you can see that, but anything that's subtle, it's a product that's made for me. I love everything that's just a very light product. Okay, so now I'm going to do, this is a very important step. Any type of liquid products you're using, before you set, make sure to blend. And even though the E.L.F Putty Blush is very light compared to the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush, but I still like to kind of go on the sides of my cheeks and kind of just like blend it out. And to set, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pressing Powder. Another really great product. I honestly just repeat the products that I truly enjoy almost every single time. I'll kind of, jump in and go back and forth with certain products, but there are certain products that I just keep reusing in my collection or on my makeup wears if I am getting ready, especially if it's going to be like a full coverage type of makeup or a special event. I know the products that work for me and that are gonna last long on me. Okay, and then for powder, loose setting powder, I've actually been really enjoying the HourGlass Veil Translucent Powder, and right now I'm trying out the sample, and it's really good. I mean, normally I use the E.L.F powder, setting powder, and which is really great, but I've really been enjoying this one. It's actually really nice. It sits really beautifully on the face, and it's not like drying. It's natural finish. Almost like, let's say maybe walnut. I'm not sure. I'm so loving this eye color. I think it's looking really beautiful. Alright, so now we're gonna bring some of our cream products to life. I'm just gonna very lightly contour just because I really like the blush look. So I'm gonna use the E.L.F. What is this? Bronzer and Perpetually Tan, and just very lightly because this is also a very pigmented product, so a little goes a long ways. So basically just contour wherever I use the Makeup by Mario. And then for the powder blush, I'm going to use the Sephora Colorful Blush, and this is in shade Date Night. It's a really beautiful, super light, it's like a Barbie pink. I think it's such a cute color. So these both products, the E.L.F. bronzer and the Sephora blush, do not sit on Sephora blushes. Super good. They're extremely pigmented, so I take the littlest amount. Like, do you see? The color is already showing up, and I literally just dab like that's all I did. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of just like tap it and make sure there aren't any harsh lines. Okay, one thing I forgot to do is carve out my cheekbones. I'm gonna go back with that Charlotte Tilbury powder. This makes a huge difference as well. Again, I'm keeping it really simple and not going overboard with this. All right, we're almost done. Okay, so I think, lastly, before we set, let's do highlights. I'm going to use the House Labs, and this is in shade, it's the Bio Radiant Gel Powder, highlighting powder, in shade Peach Quartz. If you are, can we just like talk about this beauty? If you are brown to medium skin tones, I think this would look really gorgeous on your skin tone. It's almost like a champagne color, because it's not too overpowering. It just sits beautifully on the face. It's so subtle as well. Obviously, you can be heavy-handed or light-handed, whatever your liking is. Okay, so now we're gonna set, and I want my makeup to last all day long, literally, and I don't want it to melt. I don't want it to get, grease or anything like that. So the one that I really like is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. This is So good. I mean, I use this honestly every single time if I'm going out or if I'm doing a full face like this. It's just such a great product. So while we're letting that setting spray dry, we're gonna finish up the eyes. So I'm trying to think what I want to do for the under eyes. I think I'll take that same transition shade and basically just run through my bottom lash line. I think I'm just gonna take the shade, maybe She Got Money, the golden shade. Or you know what, I'm actually just gonna take the, shade from the highlighter that we used. I think that's more safer. Let's see if it shows up on the inner corner. There we go. Okay, yes, this is great. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, I'm gonna take my Colourpop brown mascara and just coat my lashes. Okay, so just did a super light coat. And then lastly, literally, we're almost there, we're almost done. Let's do our lips. Okay, so this is my holy grail lip product. Not only just products, but also a combo. Sapphire brown to medium skin tone. This is just absolutely gorgeous. You need this. I think this is very brown girl friendly because I feel like it's so difficult to find a brown or like a nude liner or a lipstick that really looks good on brown skin tone. So this is my absolute favorite combo. So I'm going to be using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and this is in shade Cold Brew, and this just like looks like this. It's like a little light brown color. And I'm just gonna quickly line my lips. Okay, and then I'm also just gonna quickly do a little bit of coloring on the outer portion. For next, I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario lipstick, and this is in shade Kate. It's the Ultra Suede lipstick, and the color looks like this. It is truly just a perfection color. Okay, so now you can leave it as is, but I also like to top it off with a gloss. So I'm going to be using the Fenty gloss, and this is in shade Fussy. And it's like a light pink shade. Alrighty, so we are all done. I absolutely love the way this eyeshadow came out. I'm loving the red shades. I think it's just so beautiful. I mean, you could just literally wear it on any occasion, but I think this would be really beautiful for a Valentine's Day look. And yeah, I just love how subtle the makeup is. I don't want to go too crazy with it, but I really hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.